Okay. So hello, we are really lucky to have Britt Powitz. So I'm doing this recording for my class, and Britt Powitz, she was one of my students. I was really lucky to have her in my class, in my music and movement class. So, and she was just showed her talent through her participation in class. She's a drummer, she's a musician, an inspiring artist, and she's worked in the field, and she has agreed to talk about her book, her talents, her skills to you guys. So I hope that you gain some good insights and that pay attention, because she's going to give you guys some good tips. So Britt, I would love for you to just start off telling us a little bit about yourself and your musical background.
Hi, cool. Yeah, so I've been a musician my entire life. I grew up with musical parents who always had music going on in the background of everything we were doing. My dad plays many instruments, my mom plays accordion, and they got me into singing and drumming from a very early age. And it wasn't until I got to school, until like junior high or high school really, that I got to start taking drum lessons. And that was a lot of fun. I've been in marching bands, I've been in rock bands, sort of, and I really enjoy teaching. I'm a teacher. I enjoy teaching drums and regular music overall to pretty much anyone who will listen. It's kind of my mission to make as many drummers as possible. And I've had the privilege of working with many preschoolers in music and drums in particular, and it's been a lot of fun.
Great, that sounds great. And it's nice to have musical parents, because then you can not only learn from them, but be inspired and hear their work too. So yeah, that's really good. So tell us about your book, because so Britt wrote a book. It's called the Ooga Booga Music Monster, right? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Yes. And so she wrote a book, and it's going to be coming out soon. So yeah, tell us about your book and what inspired you to write it.
So I was working at a preschool and they asked me to teach music class. So I was thrilled about that. And I tried to find as many activities as possible for this music class. And one of the things that I wanted to do was incorporate books and literacy into my music classes. And I couldn't find many books. I found some. I found a book called Hand, Hand, Fingers, Thumb. And it's about monkeys drumming, and you can read it to a rhythm and you can have them kind of drum along as you're reading the book. And that was cool. I found another one called Hilda Must Be Dancing, about a hippo that likes to dance. She's not very good at it, but it has a sort of call and response feel to it, where it tells some story, and then there's a piece where she's dancing around. So I would read part of the story, and then as the hippo's dancing, I would have the children drum along while she's crash boom banging around her house dancing. But I didn't find everything I was looking for. So I decided to create my own. And it introduces rhythm and meter and rhyming, and it has a chorus. So in the middle of the book, it just kind of breaks into song, and it uses a minor third interval, which in my research I have found is the easiest for young children to learn first. The minor third sounds like this, la la, and you might recognize na 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 na. That's a pretty common thing for kids to say, and they get that interval. So I incorporated that into my book.
Great. So are you, can you share some music with us and share your book with
Yeah.
us?
Yeah. I'm going to screen share and show you part of my book. Each story is a song. And so each song is in my book. Are you seeing my screen now?
Yes.
Cool. So this is the front cover of my book, Ooga Booga Music Monster. And the first song is called The Boy with the Truck. Let me get my music going. There once was a boy who was playing with a truck on a big green grassy plain. He was playing with the truck in the middle of the muck when a monster to him came. My name is Ooga Booga. I've come to take your joy. Try to run away, you'll be running all day, 'cause I'm faster than you, little boy.
Monster's very fast, but maybe I can hide in the grass. If I keep my body low and I sway real slow, then maybe I can get him to run past.
Hey there, Ooga Booga, you can't catch me. Ooga Booga, you can't catch me. It worked. It worked. Ooga Booga ran past through the big green grass, and the boy had some peace at last. Hey there, Ooga Booga, you can't catch me. Ooga Booga, you can't catch me. Ooga Booga, you can't catch me. Hey there, Ooga Booga, you can't catch me.
I love it. He's such a cute little monster, such a cute little musical monster.
Yeah, so my whole idea was that he is not scary. He is for preschoolers. And so the beat in this story, I normally have my preschoolers try to tap and clap along it. When I'm doing a video chat, I tap on my shoulders because that's all you could see. But when I'm doing it with the children, I tap on my lap. And I have them tap and clap along to the beat. So it's like there once was a boy who was playing with the truck kind of thing. And then when he hides in the grass, I have them hide in the grass and sway real slow to pretend to be grass. And yeah, I can do a demonstration of the tapping and clapping for another song if you would like.
Yes, please. We would love to see it.
Cool. So this one is called The Octopus Boys. And let me see. I will scoot myself away so that you can see me better. Here's my octopus arms. I have the children practice their octopus arms first, because with preschoolers, if they don't know what they're doing from the very beginning, they don't do anything. They just sit there and stare at me. So I practice. I have them get their octopus arms ready. I have them practice tapping and clapping. I have them practice singing the chorus, which is the same in all of the songs. And then we just have fun. So here is The Octopus Boys. Maxwell and Sam pushed off from the land. They wanted to sail the ocean. They cut through the waves for several days to find a magical potion. The potion they found had washed up on the ground of a beautiful tropical island. But a monster appeared and it quickly drew near. It seemed to know just where to find them.
My name is Ooga Booga, and I want your magical drink. And give me your boat. This island's remote. If I get wet without it, I'll sink.
Let's drink the potion and jump in the ocean and watch our tentacles bloom. We'll scare Ooga Booga all the way to Tortuga. Let's use loud voices of doom. Hey there, Ooga Booga, you can't catch me. Hey there, Ooga Booga, you can't catch me.
It worked. It worked. The monster no longer lurked. The Octopus Boys made a whole lot of noise. Ooga Booga sailed off in the surf.
Hey there, Ooga Booga, you can't catch me. Hey there, Ooga Booga, you can't catch me.
is what the Octopus Boys look like.
Very cute. Well, thank you. That was very good. I love it. So you compose the music in addition to writing the story, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
I made all the songs in GarageBand. I went to a recording studio to record the vocals, and I had it mixed so it sounds good, because I was really going for not annoying children's music. There's plenty of annoying children's music, and I was going for not annoying children's music.
No, that's a really fun song. I like that it's simple, and I know it's simple because you can just repeat it easily. And then I really love the arm movements because it's very simple. It's simple enough for the children to imitate you and to repeat it. And so I think it's great for all ages, especially for young children who are just learning their motor skills. So
yeah,
very
we
good.
have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. So that would be really fun. Great books to incorporate into anybody's library who's teaching preschool, teaching music and movement, or just teaching preschool, because that way you can incorporate the music and movement into your curriculum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide links, because Britt has, she's given me links to her YouTube videos for her songs and also for her book. And if you want to share your website, I can share that with the students too. So yeah, so those are great. I'm so thankful that you were willing to share your creation with us, because it just shows
thank you for sharing it too. Thank you for sharing it with your students.
Yeah, no, I'm just so proud of you. I mean, to know that I can say, wow, she was in my class and look at this. She's just so accomplished. And so what are some, because you mentioned that you did work with children, you worked in the preschool setting. So since I'm making this recording for my students, what are some tips that you have for students of child development who perhaps want to incorporate more music into their curriculum, or just about teaching in general?
So I've noticed that when I'm trying to introduce some new musical concept, I need to be repetitive with it. When I very first wrote the first Ooga Booga song, I only had one chorus, and it would come and go. It was so fast, and the kids didn't know when to sing, and they weren't joining in at all. And so I made each chorus a double chorus, and I made 2 of them. So now the part is in there 4 times, and I've made a total of 6, almost 7 songs. And so now they know how to sing along to it. So if you're trying to get them to follow along and they're not doing it, just keep repeating it a little bit so that they catch on and they feel comfortable with it, because they see you doing it and they see it happening so many times. They're like, oh, this is what we're doing. Because I think sometimes they get kind of self-conscious. And as far as adding more music to your classroom, just having music going throughout the day, it seems like it really affects their mood. Sometimes during art and free play, depending on what music we have playing, they will be playing more calmly or more energetically. Definitely just having background music can change the mood of your whole class. So if they're being a little rambunctious, try playing something that they've never heard that's more calm, and they might start listening to it. And transition songs are always really good too, like the open shut them snack song. They get what's going on. They're like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing and this is what's coming next. It really helps.
Oh, good. Yeah. Excellent tips. I mean, having that routine, like you said, just having the transition songs, or maybe a certain song that indicates that, hey, it's snack time or it's nap time or something. Yeah. And using music to set the mood, that makes a world of difference, because when you want children to calm down, you can't play the jumpy music because it's not going to work.
Yeah.
I noticed that. So
and you can have them compose their own songs too, even if it's a group, like a group music class, or if it's just a little activity, you can have them write out like a smiley face means this and a circle means that, and then you can make combinations of smileys and circles and let them practice that too. And it could be singing a word, or it could be a clap and a tap. all sorts of different things you can do where they get to essentially control what the music sounds like that you're creating.
Okay, yeah, that's a great idea, because then you can also teach them about making patterns with music.
And they get to practice writing if they're writing out like the smileys and the circles.
And so what
It's a lot of
age
fun.
do you work with?
2 to 5, and
2 to
I did more advanced things in the 4 and 5-year-old class, like writing the symbols. The 2-year-olds were not writing out smileys and circles.
Yeah. So great tips, and again, thank you. I just appreciate you sharing your story and your book and your talent, and that you've been able to create this, and soon we'll be able to have that and be able to use it in our classroom. So it's so neat that for my students to meet the author of a book that they can potentially use, and I hope you guys use it. I know I'm going to get the book myself, so I'm going to provide the links down below, and so just go ahead and find the links that you'll need to pre-order the book right now, because the book is not out yet, but you can pre-order it. And then also just the YouTube videos if you want to use that, and Britt's website. So thank you again, Britt. I really appreciate your time. And
absolutely. Thank you for being a wonderful music and movement teacher. You really inspired me in your class, and I took a lot of what you said. I still have the textbook, and I really appreciate all the wisdom that you've passed along to me.
Well, I'm honored. So again, thank you.
Thank you.